Hello everyone, welcome to my house, welcome back. I don't know if you know this about me, but I am a sucker for trying new things. I love it so much, and that's why Japan's such a great place for me, because there's so many new things to try. But one thing that I love trying a lot is new foods, and specifically new fruits. I don't know if you've seen her, but I follow a YouTuber called Emmymadeinjapan. She is amazing. I think she's great. I think she's lovable and wonderful. Now, Emmy does this series called Fruity Fruits, where she orders or buys new fruits to try occasionally, and they're just the craziest, wackiest fruits I've ever seen. And so while I've been in Japan, I've had the blessing and the opportunity to try new fruits while I've been here, and I thought I would just give that kind of style a go, because I want to review these fruits. I want to share my experiences with you guys. I don't know if you're that interested in fruit or new foods or anything, but I am, and I'm super pumped to do this. So all credit for this kind of idea goes towards Emmymadeinjapan. I'll leave a link to her channel in the description down below if you want to check it out, because she is awesome. I think she's wonderful. So last night I just got back from Kyushu. I was down there for Chris Broad's Journey Across Japan trip, so I got to do some cycling with him. And we managed to stop off at a fruit market or a vegetable market in Kagoshima. I was looking through the stalls and everything, seeing what I could find, and I found this thing called an UNBE. UNBE. I've never seen them before in my entire life. So they're a little bit purple, a little bit pink, and I'd say that their appearance is kind of like maybe a sweet potato mixed with a mango. But they're a little bit soft to the touch. So I've done a little bit of research into UNBE, and UNBE is only the name that they use in Kagoshima. It's very specific to that area. So they're also called a bunch of other things. They're also known as mube, tokiwa akebi, kokko, or huyubi, but there's also other names other than that. Now apparently these only grow in China, Taiwan, and Japan. If you've seen these before in your country, please let me know, and if you've tried them before, because honestly I don't really know what I'm doing. I've looked up as much as I can. In Japan as well, they're quite rare, and apparently they don't really sell for much money. They're not that popular. So I got the bag of these for, I think it was 150 yen, so $1.50. Which for Japan is pretty dang good. Maybe there's a reason that they don't sell them too much. Maybe they don't actually taste that good. I don't know. Also found out when these grow in the wild, usually monkeys eat them. They're one of the main things that helps them spread their seeds around, because they eat the seeds and then they poop them out. So I might just get to it and crack one of these bad boys open. Have a little look inside. Okay, I'm gonna cut vertically, I think. I'm just gonna cut all the way through. So here we go. I can feel all the seeds that I'm hitting. The skin's a bit tough. Oh, I didn't cut that very evenly, but here we go. Ooh, let me give it a smell. Smells like a custard apple. Have you guys ever had a custard apple? I used to grow them back in Australia. Very sweet, almost like kind of like honey. Very fruity, very sweet. Of course it's fruity, it's a fruit. Oh no, there's quite a lot of juice in here actually. I'm quite surprised. Okay, let's just get a little bit out. Oh, it's very easy to get out. Oh, it comes out so nicely. Actually, I'm gonna do something. I want to see what it looks like all scooped out. Oh wow, look at that. That's so strange, look at that. Very jelly-like. And apparently you can eat the skin, but it's just a bit tough. I think you might need to cook it. But I'm mainly going to focus on this to start off with. Look at that, what is this? Very jelly-like. Okay, I might just take half of that. Wow, and the seeds are not edible, I think, so I'm just gonna try and eat them and spit it out. Maybe like a pomegranate, there'll be so many seeds. So, itadakimasu. Okay, how can I describe that? It's kind of like a custard apple, but with the texture of passion fruit. It's very jelly-like. I don't know if this one might be a little too ripe. I got kind of like a, do you know the taste of fruit when it's just a little bit too ripe? It's just a little bit like, but it's still really delicious. I'm gonna have a little bit more. You have to kind of suck all the stuff off the seeds. Takes a bit of time. So I'm actually going to try one that's a little bit harder and see if that's got a different taste, because that one does taste a little bit like it's a bit too ripe. Here we go. Alright, let's try this one. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so much better than the other one. Okay, the harder one was definitely a lot nicer. The other one is a little bit too ripe. It kind of felt a little bit like it was starting to ferment, but this one is just sweet. It really tastes like a custard apple. A little bit, I know slimy is not a good word. It's not very attractive and tantalizing, but it is a little bit, you know, passion fruit texture. It's like jelly and sticky stuff, you know, that kind of thing. But there is a lot of seeds, so you don't actually get too much fruit in the fruit. It's just a lot of seeds, a little bit of juice. But the flavor's great. I can kind of understand why these don't sell for too much, because you don't actually get too much fruit with the fruit. It doesn't really fill you up in any way, but they are still super delicious. If you're ever in Japan, definitely keep your eye out. I mean, I have been here for 3 years and this is the first time I've seen them, but maybe if you go on a journey to a more remote location, they might be selling some of these. Now, I don't actually want to stop there. I do want to introduce one more food to you. I've actually had this many times before, but I'm excited about it and I don't want to just cook it by myself and not share it with you guys. So in Australia, we call this a choco. I've looked up, it's a chayote squash in America or wherever else has it. So in Japanese, this is called a hayatori, I believe. This is actually quite a large one, I'm not gonna lie. This is one of the bigger ones that I've seen in my life. But this is the first time that I've seen them in Japan. I used to get them all the time in Australia and cook them up. I looked up lots of recipes and you can make really nice chutneys and you can pickle them, which sounds super good. But I've never done any of that before. I've always just had it just as part of maybe a serving of vegetables. Just cut it up and have it as it is. Sometimes, you know, add some salt, add some pepper, give it a bit of flavor. But the main thing, I don't know why, but the main thing I love is the seed. So I'm gonna cut it open and show you guys the seed. Oh, with the tiniest seed ever, disappointed. So this is what the inside of a choco looks like. The main difficulty with these guys is you have to peel the skin off and there's so many ridges, so you just gotta be careful. If you wanna learn how to do it, probably look up a how-to, because I'm not gonna be the best guide for that. The taste is quite plain. I would relate it kind of like to a daikon or a big Japanese radish. It's quite watery, but when you add it with other flavors, it really soaks in the flavor. So this is, yeah, a choco. Okay, so I'm frying the potato and choco together. I just looked up this recipe online, so hopefully it tastes good. I've added just salt and pepper, maybe I'll add some sauce or something. So I forgot to mention earlier, the choco, the juice, is actually kind of a weird feeling on your skin. It tends to dry you out, so just keep that in mind when you're cutting it. It's gonna feel a little bit weird. That's good. It does really soak up the flavor of everything around it, so it tastes kind of like potato right now. Okay, so those are some new fruits. If you guys are interested in this kind of thing, I love it. I personally love trying new things. So I was wondering if you're interested. I was thinking of starting a new kind of series where I just try something new. It doesn't have to be fruits and vegetables. Just maybe I go to the supermarket, grab a new thing and review it, because there's a lot of things in Japan I've never tried before. So if you're into that kind of thing, please let me know in the comments down below if you'd be up for it. Also, make sure you definitely go and check out Emmymadeinjapan. She's wonderful and lovely and I want to be her friend. I'll leave a link to her in the description down below. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, or hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ja-ne!